Woo! Unbelievable. So yeah, well, for anybody that don't know me, my name is Joel Bosch, and I am local, Miami. And it's good to see everybody in my hometown. Before I go into my slide, which will be from blockchain, thank you, from blockchain to real world data communications and privacy and payments. I was here when Mo started all the conferences, and we were talking about Bitcoin, proof of work, miners, and all of that. And I was one of the crazy guys talking about proof of stake, right? So not only did I talk about it, but I also wanted to see if there was a possibility of possibly securing the chain in a completely different way. So I'm gonna start here. And Hartesh did a really good presentation and leading up to what I was pretty much gonna talk about, which is hacks, banks, social media censorship, and all this stuff that I'm sure we're talking about on a daily basis. So our team, back in 2014, we first started on how can we secure the blockchain, possibly with proof of stake, and move forward out of proof of work. And we started looking at all these common issues that people were talking about: scalability, as Hartesh talked about, smart contract hacks, censorships, centralization, 51% attack. I mean, we were just going through everything. And we thought about 4 core areas to simplify it, because a lot of times we talk and it's technical and it gets too complicated. So we thought about 4 major things. 1, identity storage. 2, encrypted messaging, data storage, encrypted, and instant payments to see if they were possibly to be private. So in 2014, we started as a fair launch. There was no ICO. We started as a proof of work coin. We mined for 2 weeks, and then we switched over to proof of stake. In proof of stake, we started running a whole bunch of tests to see if it was secure, if it could hold, at least all these transactions, and it was holding up very well. We ran through many, many tests throughout the years, and then we thought about Dions, which is what I'm presenting, decentralized input-output name server. And we said, is it possible to enable the blockchain to do instant messaging? Is it possible to store a document? Again, we're coming from a scientific, mindset. Can we get this done? And today, I can tell you guys that yes, it can be done. It's been done without the use of a smart contract. It's hard-coded into the code. And after that, we have all these use cases now that are possible within our IOCoin blockchain. And today, I'm coming out with another crazy idea with our team, and it's called Chameleon. So today we're basically announcing our white paper, Chameleon, and we're very excited for our community because we talked about this in 2015, and we think it's gonna be now an upgrade to what we're talking about today, blockchain. Chameleon will be a molecular ledger, and I don't wanna get too technical for the non-technical people. It's a graph-based entropy ledger. And what we are trying to achieve with this is, can we improve on the scalability problem through graph? And that's gonna be our focus now over the next year because we've gotten IOCoin pretty good and all the functionalities are now functioning. So we are now gonna be releasing the Chameleon white paper today. It will be available to all of our IOCoin wallet holders, and non-holders can download our wallet, and you can download the white paper straight from our wallet so that you guys can check out how this document work on our blockchain. The ATOM will basically be for us what a block may be to other people, but it will store all the verification status hash information. And it's going to basically also have a smart contract layer, but it's going to be abstract. That way we are going to introduce a 3-step process to ensure that when this contract actually hits the ledger, it is actually as secure as it can be. And here it's the difference, between a blockchain and a molecular ledger. You can see the blocks, and ours is entropy is a completely different approach. Again, this is, something that we believe that could possibly improve on the scalability things that we're talking about, and how we believe that possibly people are just copying all the blocks. So we think that people don't need to copy the entire blockchain. So we're gonna tackle that with the molecular ledger and our graph. And here I wanna show you guys, currently today, IOCoin is our main core blockchain, and we have enabled our encrypted storage, messaging, identity storage, and we also have our security model, which is proof of stake. We built an API, and today, within that API, we have Switching Brains, which is a gaming company, and they developed Uzagi Panzer, which is a type of missile commander game, and they're gonna be storing gamer tags in our blockchain, and also they're gonna integrate IO coins to do the upgrades for the characters and all of that, and they're doing pretty good, and we hope to see a demo of Uzagi Panzer sometime by the middle of this year from the guys at Switching Brains. Also, we have a Unity 3D package, basically API, so that you guys can also, if you're a gaming developer, you can test it out, you can go to Switching Brains and get it, so that you can possibly connect maybe a game that you have and use our features to store your gamer tags, or you might want to store some data just for a game, or maybe an application if it's a dApp. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to introduce Chameleon, which is going to be our molecular ledger with the smart contracts. We're going to be, again, talking about the white paper now for the next couple of months, and then we're going to go to mainnet sometime at the end of this year. And at the top right here, where it says ADM ecosystems, we basically have like an upgrade to the ATM machine that I'll show you just a second. So Chameleon will be 2 cams per IOC. So if the IOC holders have IOC, they're gonna get 2 cams to come on over and test out with us the molecular ledger. That snapshot will be probably taking place at the end of this year or in the middle of the summer. And this is the way our wallet looks today. Is a UI-based, we did it, it's a staking wallet, so it's not an HD wallet. Our users basically synchronize the blockchain, and within the wallet, they have access to their private payments through Stealth. They have Dions, which they can create their identity, and then after that, they can pair a document to that identity. They can actually transfer that document to someone else, all with handshakes and AES 256 encryption. This is the slide for Uzagi Panzer. Look out for that game. They're going to be pushing to iOS and also Android with the integration of IOCoin. And today I was supposed to debut their slide of their character choosing. So basically, people are going to be able to buy other characters with IOCoin. This is the Unity 3D package that is going to be available today for anybody to download. If any game developer wants to do exactly what Switching Brain is doing, they already laid out the path on how to connect the game to the IOCoin blockchain. And this is what I was talking about, our ADM ecosystem. This is an idea that we had in 2014, and what we're now thinking about, and it's a provisional patent, is going to be now in a patent phase, is basically trying to see if users will then register and store documents like copyrights, notary services, right through the system. And our testing ground will be in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a very good place for cryptocurrency. As you guys know, there is no capital gains tax, and it's a beautiful island, so you might want to go check it out for travel, but also for cryptocurrency. I believe that our island is going to be the future in this type of technology. So that's where we want to go and test our ADM ecosystems, and we believe that we're going to start launching at the end of this year. ADM ecosystems will hold live notary services. It's going to be able to create and pay contracts through it, and intellectual property will be able to be stored through it. And this is basically our timeline on ADM. And here, I'm gonna just basically go through the IOCoin features. So today, we have stealth addresses that are working, encrypted messages, offline signed cold sig, The mobile wallet is being worked on. On this side is Chameleon, and here it talks about our entropy-based molecular ledger. We're going to be able to handle, we believe, over 1 million transactions per second for payments, and there's going to be interoperability between IOCoin, Chameleon, and also private blockchains that may want to try this new technology within an entropy-based molecular ledger for us. And that's it, folks. I will be around. We have a booth 111, and we have our brochures. You guys are welcome to talk to me, ask me questions, and you can look me up through Twitter at WizRig. And I just want to thank you guys for coming out to Miami, and I'll see you soon. And I thank you again for coming.